Okie dokie, TJ Klune here, bringing you a super special announcement about my upcoming book. But first, I'm hoping that this little video will dispel any lingering questions that there may be about my gender. Obviously, as you can see from the masculine specimen before you, I'm a dude. From the gun show I got going on right here to the chest of a 12-year-old girl who wishes for boobs just like her friends, there should be no doubts about my gender. While my morals are not above me showing my penis on the internet, I'm nowhere near intoxicated enough for that to happen, so hopefully this will suffice. Moving on to the real reason why we're here. A little less than a month from now, we'll see the release of my third novel, Who We Are, which is the sequel to Bear, Otter, and the Kid. It picks up a couple of weeks after Bouquet ends and shows what happens after the boys get their happily ever after. With the release, I wanted to do something different. With Bear, Otter, and the Kid, I really had no idea what I was doing. Byrne found me a little bit more experienced, and while I am by no means an expert in the publishing world, this release at least finds me a little bit more knowledgeable. So I thought, what could I do that would be different? I know, I could have a contest. Because no one has ever done that before. So I thought even further, which, to be honest, was probably the deepest I've ever thought. I asked myself, what's usually the one thing that people bring up about Bouquet, whether they like the book or not? The answer? Bad motherfucking poetry. So I'm announcing the first ever official Who We Are Bad Poetry Super Fun Time Extravaganza. Obviously, as you can tell, I thought of that name myself. You are welcome. Starting today, I will be asking readers and fans to write and submit their own original bad poetry for a chance to win some fabulous prizes. But before I get into a few of the rules, just know that I decided to take this one step further. Instead of judging the contest myself, I figured, why not have a few celebrities involved and have them judge instead? So, prepare yourself for the most badass celebrity judging panel ever assembled. We have Jamie Fessenden, author of The Christmas Wager and We're Both Straight Right. We have S.J.D. Peterson, author of the Whispering Pines Ranch series. And finally, just back from his world tour of his one-man show, Oops, I Did It Again, The Life and Times of Britney Spears, we have Eric Arvin, author of Woke Up in a Strange Place and the recently released Galley Proof. Pretty cool, right? One other thing. If you haven't checked out Arvin's Britney show, you totally should. Word of warning, though, it's kind of like going to see Gallagher in that the first few rows end up getting wet. So, yikes. A few of the rules. And a complete list of the rules will be linked below, which will take you to my blog, and you can read about everything that you need to do, the hows, the wheres, the whys. But the rules, the specific rules of what we're looking for. Your job is simple. You are to submit an original poem written by you from a singular prompt. That prompt is, why should you win this contest above everyone else? The poems themselves need to be at minimum 8 lines and 2 stanzas, and at maximum 20 lines or 5 stanzas. The poem itself must rhyme because everybody knows that real poems rhyme. That is a proven fact. If you don't believe me, you can go fuck yourself. Lastly, and I cannot stress this enough, the poem has to be bad. I do not want to get all excited by seeing an entry, open up my email to read it, and finding the equivalent of like William Blake or Robert Frost. I swear to God, if you submit a poem that is good, or even worse, amazing, I will literally shit a brick. Then I will post that poem online with instructions for everyone to make fun of you. That's right. My Facebook page has everyone in the world on it. I'm friends with everybody, all 6 billion people, and they will all make fun of you. Amazing poetry has no place in this contest. It has to be bad. Beyond that, how you execute the poem is up to you. You will have until August 20th to submit. I'll pick my favorites out of the submissions, and then I will forward those on to the celebrity judges, who will pick the top 3 for third, second, and first place. And then I'll announce the winners here in another video on the release date for Who We Are, which is, again, April 27th. But TJ, you ask, what are the prizes? This is great and all, but what do I win? Well, to that I say, calm the fuck down. I'm getting there. This is my video, Jesus Christ. The prizes. Third place will get you an ebook copy of Who We Are. Ooh. Second place will get you an ebook copy of the bouquet sequel, Who We Are, and an ebook from each of the celebrity judges, Jamie, Joe, and Arvin. Ooh. Grand prize. First place is the big one. You will get an ebook from each of the celebrity judges, Jamie, Joe, and Arvin. You will get signed paperback copies of all 3 of my novels, Bouquet, Burn, and Who We Are. And you'll have your name used for a character in the upcoming Elementally Evolved Book 2 Break. Don't ask me when it's going to be finished. I'm still working on it, by the way. I won't say whether the character will be good or evil or will live or die, but it won't be a one-time, oh, and this background character is named fill in the blank, and now they'll never be seen again, kind of thing. It won't be like that. The character will have a role. Substantial, yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. So you'll see it more than once. I will say, though, that if your name is something weird like Finger or Spork, then I may ask you to change. I'm sorry, I just my train of thought got hijacked again. Doesn't that sound like totally gross? Like something dirty? Finger spork? It sounds like something a frat guy would say. Oh, what did you do last night? Oh, I totally finger sporked this chick. Righteous, straight guy fist bump. Sorry. That is a prime example of how my mind works. So I hope you're still watching and you're not screaming in fear. Where were we? Names. So if your name is something weird and you want to enter the contest, legally have it changed to something normal like Edmondo or Bonquisha, so your name can be used. Now, this contest is open to everyone, but I do understand that I have international readers. However, I won't be able to submit or ship paperback overseas should an international reader win first place. Don't let that discourage you from entering, though. Should an international reader win, they'll get ebooks and an ebook copy of Who We Are and a character named after them in Break. I don't do pounds or rubles or whatever you guys use. I use dollars, nickels. So that happened. So when you are done watching this, listen to me babble, and if you want to enter, make sure you click on the link so you can go to my blog and read the complete rules of how to submit it and where it needs to go. But have fun with it. I can't wait to see what people submit. I hope that we do have plenty of options to choose from. One last thing. I've been asked quite a few times if there's going to be more bad poetry in Who We Are. While I don't want to give away any of the plot, I will say the following. There are 3 total bad poems in Who We Are, 2 of which are new. One is from the epilogue to Bear, Otter, and the Kid. Now, if you remember the poem I'm talking about, you're probably going, oh my god, hooray! But I will say this about that. Once you have finished reading Who We Are, and if you were to go back and read Bear, Otter, and the Kid again, you will not be able to see the epilogue in the same way. So take that how you will. Okay, enough of listening to me go on and on and on. Get busy writing. I hope you guys have fun with this contest, and I can't wait to see it rewrite. So later, Gators.